Okay, Asia session took one trade on EURJPY. EURJPY coming into Asia saw this move on the daily. We have an inside bar on the daily that creates a range. Previous bars, highs and lows becomes a range. And yesterday's breakout bar closed outside of that range, taking that out. And so I'm looking for bullish continuation buys on EURJPY. I don't trade Forex in Asia until the H4 bar opens, which is 1 hour after Tokyo market open. Right at Tokyo market, I'm looking at setups on Nikkei, but today's session did not give me any setups on Nikkei. So if I don't get any trades on Nikkei, I'm looking to analyze my Forex pairs in between. So since I'm looking at that H4 bar, I want to see the H4 chart. And I can see that we're above ranges here. Two opposite facing fair cut bars, we're above that range, so bullish on the ranges. And we flipped the weekly breakout level. It's a breakout low. We flipped it, and then we got above the previous week high and breaking out above that. So weekly are in trend reversal. Lets me know that we're reversing that previous bearish trend and possibly starting a new bullish one. And monthly traders are in trend breakout, closed bullish breakout. We're above breakout levels, have not triggered any monthly levels, so no reasons for me to think that we're reversing in direction. Quick buy section, all bullish here, so definitely looking only for buys. So at this point, I'm looking to anticipate what's going to happen at the H4. In order for me to take a setup, all my setups require a breakout bar. So all my setups have a breakout bar either as the current bar or the previous bar. And so I can see on the H4 where I traded on the M3, there's no breakout bars anywhere here. So I know that the only way I can trade on the H4 is for a breakout bar on this current bar. So no setups for me here on the H4. And so that's when I look at the H2. And on the H2, I can see that we do have a breakout bar in the previous one. And I can see that we have the breakout level right here and a very tight, narrow breakout range, and prices consolidating in between that. So at this point, I already realized that we are in a trend breakout setup or a possible trend breakout setup. In a trend breakout setup, what I want to see is a narrow breakout range. That's what we have, a very narrow breakout range and consolidation between two levels. Prices very clearly consolidating in here. And so the way that I take these trend breakout setups, I want price to be breaking out of a range. It's not enough for me just for a closure above. I want to see a range being created. And so the way that I do that is I want to see price get rejected at the top somewhere. And then I want to see also price reject at the bottom. And very easy way for me to know that is if there are ranges here. And I can see there's inside bars, outside bars. That tells me that there's a bunch of ranges in here. But the setup for me, I want to see rejection at the top on this time frame and then rejection at the bottom right before the breakout. That's usually what happens. Right before it breaks out, price is going to come down and take out all that consolidation before breaking out. And so the safe move, confirmation move, is taking the breakout at the top here. But if I'm sitting and watching it, I don't mind taking the reversal from down here and then continuing on that breakout. So at this point, I'm just watching Nikkei. And so I did not see any of this stuff. But around here is when I realized that Nikkei is not going to give me any setup. And this is when I start looking at the Forex pairs. And immediately I can see right here that we do have that rejection at the top. I can see that there's a bunch of ranges here. All these yellow lines are ranges, and we have that rejection at the bottom. 8 o'clock is the H4 bar open, so I keep an eye on that one. In this case, it's set up right before that. But okay, so at this point, price came down, triggered that momentum time frame, and this is that rejection of the low. If price can get back above, then I consider that a rejection. And so I'm just looking for price to get back above, close to that time frame. So price came down, still faking out. I want to see price get above this M30 breakout level for that false breakout move. And so this is all I'm waiting for. At this point, I already know that this is going to be a breakout. And over here, price got above, and not the best entry because I would have preferred waiting for that H1. So I kind of hesitated on this one, but I didn't mind taking that, and eventually it ended up breaking out. So if I didn't take that initial move, then I would take the breakout at the top over here, and took this move and held it up to the previous day high, which was about 2R, 2+, 2.5R. And that's what I took. Trend breakout setup on the H2. So again, we have a narrow breakout range, breakout bar. We have a narrow breakout range. Prices consolidating in between. And then I saw that rejection at the top. Here's one rejection. And then we also have ranges over here. Lots of ranges. I want to see price break out of a range. I don't want to see price just close above. I want to see it break out of a range. And we do have ranges. All these yellow lines are ranges. And then price came down, took out all that entire consolidation, faked out the lows over here. And once it got back above, then I entered right here, took it to that previous day high. And that was the trade. Slightly early, but I knew this was happening once price came down and took out that entire consolidation. And that's it. Trend breakout setup on the H2. And that's all.